Research Games, and it's time for another unboxing. Today we have Return to Dark Tower from Restoration Games. Co-op remake of a really old game from, I believe, the 80s. Remade for the modern era. It's big. What's inside? Ooh, fancy. Nice box. Start off with big old thick cardboard. Makes me happy. What do we got? Return to Dark Tower with nice rule book. Fancy. Lots of pictures. Makes me happy. Walks through how to play. I like quick reference. Well, this is nifty. How to put the stuff back in the box. Thank the gods. And how to put the batteries in. Okay, we have our characters. Fancy. Who are you and how you fight the Dark Tower. All the different monsters and things that pop out. Cool. A lot of tokens. Divider with explanations. What you can and can't recycle. And then we got the tower itself. Ooh, these are fancy. Ooh, even they're already pre-set up. Different characters. Fancy die. Ooh, even little towers and things. And the markers for bad things are even little skulls. Alright, we're going deeper. We have that nice thing for the tower. Here is the tower itself. That's fancy. The little sliding doors and things. I like that. They love me because they gave me baggies. Baggies make me happy. Custom die. The treasure and other fun things we find along the way. Different items and monsters and bad things that show up and their stats. I like the art. It's definitely old school. Like different power potions and things. Cursed and all sorts of bad things that can happen to you. But here. These look like weapons. And things. It looks nifty. It's a heavy box. Dividers. Oh, that's why it's so heavy. Because here's the actual map on the bottom. What do we got here? Fancy sun symbol and actual map where you go around. Looks pretty sweet. Return to Dark Tower by Restoration Games. Looks like a lot of fun. Can't wait to actually get this one to the table. Okay. Sat down and played it. What do we think? Well, let's talk about the mechanics. The coolest part about this thing is the simplicity. On your turn, you gain something at the start of your turn. It's called your banner phase. Then you get to move, do either like removing bad things on the board, fighting bad things, or questing. Then you can reinforce, which is if you're at a place with a building, get something cool. Something important is you can break up your move, and then you drop a skull in the top. And that's kind of the magic. It might rotate around, it might glow or just be weird, but that triggers with this app to play the game. So you're going to keep going with the goal of, it'll tell you like, oh, you need to go to a place and do a thing. The app actually tracks the dungeons you've been through. So if you go so far and stop, the next player can hop in and go a little deeper. You can work together in exploring dungeons. It's really nifty. It's not Gloomhaven. So if you want like a long multi-step, multi-day adventure, that's not this. If you want a fun, like every 6 months, it makes awesome little noises too. Every 6 months thing that when your buddy from out of town shows me, like, you got it? I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna play this. And you do, that's this thing. So I give it a 4.75 out of 5 for mechanics. Theme, same kind of thing. The app tracks who's there, you choose who's there. There's a little bit, too much randomness sometimes, but that's what you're paying for. So I give it again, 4.75 out of 5. Rules are really close to being amazing. I don't know if I cheated. I don't know if I didn't do it correctly. There's a couple little things that I'm like, when you spend advantages, am I getting rid of the cards, or just that I have them? Like I have a longsword. Do I have to keep tossing away my longsword every time I need it? Those little things, but it's a co-op game. Calm yourself, okay? Like you're not going to fight over this with your friends. So again, 4.75 out of 5. Execution. It's a 5 out of 5. But, this is the part that drives me mad, it is 2022. And this thing uses batteries. Like, I really, really, really wish it had, like, USB rechargeable. Because this is something I'm not going to have out every week. So I really am kind of worried about, like, batteries getting corroded in there. But everything else, the skulls for measuring how much bad things are in the world are amazing. The figures are amazing. I love everything that's here. The art, everything. So I go to 5 out of 5 with just this one little annoying caveat. That's it overall. It's a 96%. Am I going to be playing this every week? No. Am I going to play it every month? No. Am I really, really glad I have this thing and I want to bust it out at least once a year? Oh my God, yes. Restoration Games made a game come back that's amazing. Some of the problems are from the fact that it's an older game. That said, if you have the money and you want an old school game that's going to be fun and have a great kind of in-app tight experience, going to get the younger kids in, this is the game. I love it. Co-op for 1 to 4 players, fantastic. 96% is good job. I'm Ed from Throat Punch Games at Throat Punch G on Twitter, Throat Punch Games on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Like and subscribe for your content and contests. Thanks for watching.